What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Here to bring you NFL trade prediction video on Trevis Gipson. I believe my Atlanta Falcons will land him in a trade for a fifth-round pick. Now let's discuss why. So, Trevis Gipson, still a young pass rusher, only 26 years old, has asked out or has been granted to seek a trade by the Chicago Bears. He's a guy to me that's just a casualty of scheme change. Last time we've seen him in a 3-4 defense, which was in 2021, put up good numbers, put up 7 sacks, and was a force all year. And that was a year he was paired with Robert Quinn. Khalil Mack missed most of that season, or all the season, if I'm not mistaken. And him and Robert Quinn were putting up some great numbers together last year. They got a new coach in Matt Eberflus. He changed the scheme from a 4-3-3-4 to a 4-3, and then everyone's, especially him, his numbers just dwindled down. Plus, he only played half the season with dealing with injuries, so they kind of hurt him there also. But even when he did play, he didn't look like himself like he did the year prior. So they gave it a little bit during the preseason. They gave it a whole training camp. But it's now time for him to most likely be traded because it just makes the most sense. Like I said, he's mainly a 3-4 guy. Even played it in college also. So they gave it a try. They gave it a real legit shot. Didn't work out. But it's time for him to go. But it's time for him to come to my Falcons. Please, I'm begging. I don't mind begging like Keith Sweat. I begged for Frank Clark. It didn't happen. I begged for Yannick Ngakoue. It didn't happen. He's now with the Bears. So I'm pretty comfortable saying we're gonna get him. We have his old GM Brian Pace, who's now with the Falcons. He drafted. He was with the Bears 3-4 years ago and drafted Trevis Gipson out of Tulsa. So it feels like a connection is definitely there. You drafted him, you believed in him, so go ahead and trade for him now for only a fifth-round pick, which isn't that much, you know what I'm saying? And I do expect us to be at least decent, so the value on that shouldn't be too crazy. But, the reason I've been begging for more pass rushing help is I don't say I like it. I don't love our pass rushing right now. I've been saying, like I said, I've been wanting Frank Clark. I've been wanting Yannick Ngakoue. I wouldn't mind Chase Young. What we have right now is solid. It's cool, but it's not enough to really get me too excited about our upcoming season. So as far as our pass rushing goes, we added Calais Campbell, who's more of a run stopper these days, but can definitely impact the pass with his height, pass deflections, but not really sacks in my opinion these days. But he's a little older, banged up during training camp. Can you trust him? You know what I'm saying? You have Bud Dupree on a 1-year deal from the Titans. Um, he's cool. When I did my reaction to the move of us getting him, I was happy about it. I still am happy about it. But can you trust him to be there long term? And he's not really. He's more of an assist guy to me. He'll get pressure. He'll force you to the other side. Then the other side will sweep up and get. And the same way he did with T.J. Watt back in 2018, 2019. He was more of an assist guy than an actual sack getter. But he can definitely rack up some decent sack numbers also. But I do love the pressure that he provides. But the thing is with him, can he stay healthy? That's the main thing with Bud Dupree. Can he stay healthy to apply that pressure and get his teammates assists? Because last year our linebacker was formerly of the Saints. Caden Ellis put up some good numbers from that middle linebacker spot. So I'm hoping they do the same thing. He can Bud Dupree and Lorenzo Carter flush the pocket, or make the quarterback step up or flush the pocket. Then Ellis and those boys, go ahead and sweep it up. But as far as Lorenzo Carter goes, also he's cool, nothing crazy. He'll probably have 4 to 6 sacks, 3 to 6 sacks. I'm looking for someone who can give you close to some double digits, and I think Gipson can definitely be the one to insert himself if we trade for him and give us somewhere close to 7, 8, the way he did a couple of years ago for the Chicago Bears. Now, we're not only team vying for him. Obviously, there are two teams I am definitely afraid of, and that's the Los Angeles Rams, and also the other team is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Start with the Jaguars first. They have another connection like my Falcons do to Trevis Gipson, and that's their outside linebacker coach. He was formerly of the Chicago Bears a couple of years ago. Also, the same season, the 2021 season, his last year with a 3-4 defense for the Bears, and he was phenomenal there. As I said, so he coached Gipson in that role. He was there with Gipson for his best season. Jacksonville Jaguars also don't really believe in Chase Sign. They don't really. They do need to give Josh Allen some help also. So that's something big there. So that a 5th-round pick for a guy like Gipson to add to your rotation isn't bad at all, and it's probably some good value. Because the Jags to me, I don't think they're going to be great as everyone think they are. I really don't think so. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong there, but I think there's some decent value in that Jacksonville Jaguars 5th, 6th-round pick, whatever they choose to give up. And then they have the Rams, who have the most value. They probably will be trashed this year, but their outside linebacking core is garbage. their outside linebacking core is hot garbage, and they are major threats to land a guy like Gipson. My only thing is, I know they want the help or they need the help, but are they going to add somebody? I think they're in full tank mode. If you ask me, I've been going at it the last 2 off seasons since they won the Super Bowl, saying Aaron Donald should retire, Sean McVay should go into broadcasting, and each year they've been close. So reportedly, but nothing happened. Well, not nothing happened. They both came back and stayed. But there's rumors this year about potentially Donald being traded, Cooper Kupp potentially being traded, Matthew Stafford being traded sometime at the trade deadline or maybe next offseason. So I think the Rams are full or are going to be in a full retooling, fire sale type mode like the Cardinals are. It's just a matter of when, not if. So adding Gipson to still a sorry team means what? So I don't know if they'll add Gipson. They need him the most definitely. Their pick should hold the most value, most definitely, because it should be a very low pick. But I just don't know, what the Rams want to do. That's the confusing part. So the Rams definitely need him more than anybody else. Because like I said, their outside linebacking core led by Byron Young, they ain't going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. And then you have the Jags, who also are in a good situation. He has familiarity with the outside linebacking coach. And they also, I said, they're for by most people's standards, they're in a good situation. So why not want to go there, be a part of winning? Be a part of a coach you were just close to a couple years ago during your best season. But I'm thinking, the guy who drafted you, who believed in you the daggone most, and Ryan Pace might have the upper hand on that outside linebacking coach. But you never know. We'll see where it goes. But if I had to guess, I know it'll be us. Definitely I'm doing this video, so I'm hoping it'll be my Falcons. But if not, if it's between the Jags and the Rams, I say the Jags. I just think the Rams might just thug it out, be just sorry for the season, and just see what happens during the off season. But I think that the Jags are probably the second biggest threat, then the Rams, then probably someone like the Giants, who they just added Isaiah Simmons. We just saw him yesterday during the preseason matchup. I still think they might be a little greedy and add some more pass rushing, which they don't need. They have like 100 million pass rushers. That's pretty solid. So, they don't really need him, but we'll see what they're trying to do. But yeah, my Falcons need him also. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited for times like this because you have players who are pretty solid. They're not big name players. They're not household names, but guys who are scheme fits, guys who can make impact. That could be some of your favorite players for your personal teams if they go to your team. So. A lot of my fellow Falcons fans probably don't know Gipson, but if he does come to us, I'm pretty sure you'll learn to love him, learn to like him a lot, and learn to root for him once he gets us, close to double-digit sacks this season. So that's it for video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Here to bring you NFL trade prediction video on Trevis Gipson. I believe my Atlanta Falcons will land him in a trade for a 5th-round pick. Now, let's discuss why. So, Trevis Gipson, still a young pass rusher, only 26 years old, has asked out or has been granted to seek a trade by the Chicago Bears. he's a guy to me that's just a casualty of scheme change. Last time we've seen him in a 3-4 defense, which was in 2021.